Well, here we are today again. Here we are today. Who are the first people to show up? Shegun Fatumo, wow. Welcome. Dora, welcome. Okay, while you are all coming in, I have to do something very important. I'm sorry, I have to do something important while you are all coming in. I'm going to take my charger. I'm going to take my charger while you are coming in. Well, I'm so sorry for this. I thought I was afraid my battery might not be good enough for the whole run. So I better change it now before it puts a surprise on us. Because if we start and the battery goes off, that will not be a good thing. So just in case, let me fix the battery so that we don't go off while the thing is on. All right, here we are. Here we are. Okay, I think we could begin to take off now. Wow, sorry for that. I had to run to my fourth floor. I'm on the fourth floor of my house. Now, if you've been in my house, you know what that means. I'm on the first floor. I had to run quickly to the fourth floor from the first floor. Whew. How does that look? Yep. It's like we're ready now. Not that light disturbing me. I might not need it after all. I might not need that light out there. Yep. Well, you can see that I have a lot of dilemma this morning as well. This morning is also a big dilemma for me because I've been up since, is it 4 o'clock, or 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. I've been up thinking about you people today, thinking about the lesson I'm going to give you today. And you remember I gave you 30 points yesterday, and those 30 points, I need to break them down. And the decision we have come to is that I must do this twice a day. I must do this twice a day because if I'm going to be doing it one time a day, it's going to take like 30 days before you could get all the truth. So we don't want to do that. We want to be fast as much as possible. We want to give you all this truth of financial prosperity as fast as possible. So to make that happen, I will have to cancel my evening reviews. So instead of me inviting somebody to do the evening review with me, what I'll probably do is that I will have to, go and do this myself, and I will have to be doing 2 teachings at a time. I have to do 2 teachings at a time. So in the morning I will be doing the teaching, and then in the evening. Now, because I was rushing so much, I did not give you the title for this teaching. Let me say it is going to be called Poverty Mindset. I'm writing it right now. Poverty Mindset versus Abundance Mindset. Abundance Mindset. Poverty Mindset versus Abundance Mindset. Yeah, that's what I'm going to call it. And I'm going to explain that to you. If you have your list, you remember if you were there last night, Pastor Sufficient gave the list, the summary of the list, the 30 list of things that I gave to you. So if you have your list, please bring it out. I'm going to start with that same list, with that particular list I gave to you. So now some of you might be thinking that I was supposed to follow that list in its order. But I'm not going to follow that list in its order. I'm going to change the order, all the time. I'm going to keep on changing the order. So what I'm going to do today is that I'm going to start with number 15. With number 15. Can you tell me, can anybody write for me what is number 15? Point number 15 that I gave to you yesterday. What is point number 15? Can you tell me what point number 15 is? I want you to write it because I want to be sure that you have it. Point number 15. Can anybody remember that? Nobody is writing that yet. Nobody is telling me that yet, what point number 15 is. Yes, someone just wrote it. To overcome financial, to overcome financial crisis, you must first overcome the poverty of the mind. You must first overcome the poverty of the mind. That's true. You people are good. It means you've been following me. Yes, to overcome financial crisis, you first must overcome the poverty of the mind. So, I don't know if Tiger is here from Port Harcourt in Nigeria. Tiger actually told me, suggested this to me that I should start with this one. But, he wanted me to make it number 2, but I'm going to make it number 1. So I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to start with point 15. So you put that down in your note that we are dealing with point number 15 today, okay? And then, but I'm going to title it a little bit differently. And the title I've given it is Poverty Mindset versus Abundance Mindset. Poverty Mindset versus Abundance Mindset. So, there are a lot of things that we need to know. I ran into another trouble today because here also I'm having another 30 points. I'm having another 30 points here for you. Wow. So what should we do now? Even though I'm going to be doing it 2 times a day, but it doesn't look as if that is going to help so much. But there are some points that will not take so much. There are some points that I will combine together. So this particular point is very important. So I have another 30 points here for you. I think what I would do probably is to simply run through them and just to quickly run through them, and maybe that's what we have to do because this other one could take another 30 days to do. So the poverty mindset versus the abundance mindset. Tell me, I want you to hear your suggestions. What do you want me to do with these 30 points? So I told you I had a dilemma in the morning today. This is the dilemma I'm talking to you about because I was trying to prepare this and really give you quality stuff. And then I discovered that, it's a big challenge. So what do you think we should do with these 30 points for abundant poverty mindset and abundant mindset? Yvette said we should go ahead and share the link. Please, let's go and share the link. Yes, let's go and share the link while we are writing what we think about what we should do. So let's go ahead and share the link, please. If you have not shared the link, please go ahead and do that. All right? I want to hear what you are suggesting for me to do, okay? Let me see what you are writing now. Nkiru says, run through them, sir. Okay, Kenneth says, oh, it's okay. Start the way you said, you just said, okay? Beatty Mueller says, combine them in a way that makes sense, okay? Neron says, can you do a series on it? Yes. I'm going to do a series, but this series might be too long. I don't want it to be too long. Then Nikki Okoro says, run the 30 points and talk through them, okay? Fumi says, Adewuse, let's continue with the one we started, okay? Yvette says, take 1 or 2 day by day, okay? Florence says, give the 30 points, okay? Ladi says, develop the points as you go, okay? Akinpelu says, give us the 30 points. Bebe says, Pastor, that's huge, timely book. I'll be glad to help you work on it to make it a book after all the teachings. Okay, that's Debe's Shino. Can you write me Debe's Shino? If you want to do that, please write me to pastor@godembassy.org. 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 But if we are talking about a book, this one alone is a book on its own. Poverty mindset and abundance mindset. Because it's 30 points here, just this one. Milton King says, Pastor, I think a point a day would be fine. Okay. Okay. Well, a lot of thoughts coming in. Ooh, I cannot even read. I'm beginning to read all your thoughts. It will take all the time. Okay, let's start with number 15. Point number 15 that I gave you yesterday on how to, is, point number 15, like you rightly said, is that you cannot overcome financial crisis if you don't overcome the poverty of the mind. So, but I'm calling that, it's a subject that I want to handle this morning, and I'm calling it poverty mindset versus abundance mindset. The first thing you should know, I'm going to run through them. Let's just run through all these points, and let's hope that you people will be able to, understand and develop them yourself, okay? I will just do it quickly. So there are 30 points here, and I believe we are going to make a book out of this later on. So this will become a book on its own. So number 1 point, if you are writing, please write down, or you have to follow the video later on. Number 1 point is, real poverty is not what you have in your pocket. Real poverty is what you have in your mind. You either have abundance in your mind, or you have poverty and lack in your mind. So that's number 1 point. Real poverty starts with the mind of each and every one of us. How we think, our thinking process determines either how we live. So how we think determines how we live. Our mentality, our way of thinking, what we believe, our belief system in regards to money is the determining factor in our lifestyle. Either we live in abundance or we live in poverty. It is what we think, how we think, what we believe, our belief system that determines our lifestyle. So if there are some certain thinking patterns that you might have that are determining your financial status. If you have the right thinking patterns that are geared towards abundance and are geared towards the loss of money, then you will live in abundance. But if your thinking patterns are, molded by the poverty mentality around you, then you will never live in abundance. So what determines our poverty or abundance is our thinking mentality, our thinking, what we think about, what our patterns of thinking, what we believe, what our belief systems in regards to money. Sometimes we don't even know it. Most of the people don't even know there is a thinking pattern that is responsible for abundance or poverty. Most of us were just living as we were raised up by our parents. Most of us are just living as we are raised up by our environment. We just copy people we see around us. We don't know better. So that's why this teaching is important, to help you dissect and digest and understand the value system that you are raised up by, and to know, is it a wrong value system or the right value system. Number two, normally, this number 2 point out of the 30 we are giving you today, poverty mindset versus abundance mindset. Number 2 thing you need to know here is that it is normally what we don't know that is killing us. Most of the people who are poor, we blame people, we blame government, we blame economy, we blame unemployment or employment, we blame money. We are looking at money. But it is not money that is the problem, but it is what we don't know. Write that down. What you don't know might be killing you. It is what you don't know that is killing you. It is, for example, you say you are you are dying financially. It is not because there is no money in your pocket. Even me right now, there is no money in my pocket. Like Sufficient said yesterday, Pastor Sunday never carry money in his pocket. So there is no money in my pocket. But that doesn't mean I'm poor. So it is not what is in your pocket that is determining whether you have money or not. It is what you don't know. What you don't know is what is killing you. This might pertain to every sphere of life, financially or health-wise, or what you don't know might be killing you. For example, if you don't know that you have a house, or you have a house that is not on mortgage, and you are living in that house, and you don't know that you are living on money. In my church here, there are people who are having apartments, flats, and houses that the government gave to them, or their father gave to them, or whatever. They just have their apartment, and these people are very poor, and they are living on government subsidy. So until I began to teach on the loss of money, and I told them what you don't know is what is killing you. The fact that you are poor is not because you are poor, it's because of what you don't know. I told them that this house you are living in is actually worth $200,000 or $100,000, but you are just living in it, and you are rejoicing that you have a house. You are comfortable with just living in a house that is debt free. But what about giving that money to the bank and using this as a collateral, and then getting money from it? You can withdraw. If that house is costing 100,000, you can withdraw 80,000 from it or 70,000 from it and use it to buy another house while you are still keeping this one and living in it. You can. So it is because people don't know that thing, and that is what is killing them. For example, some of you might be complaining that your money is not enough, but you have a car. Is your car giving you money, or you are just spending money on it? There are some people who have cars, and their cars, they are only spending money on it. They are spending money to buy fuel. They are spending money to buy petrol, because they don't know that car could be yielding them money instead of them spending money on it. Are you sure that all of you that are listening to me today, that your cars are yielding you money? How is your car yielding you money? Your car is either a liability. If it's not yielding you money, then it's a liability. If it's yielding you money, then it's an asset. So, but if you are poor, never use car just for enjoyment. Never use car just as a means of transportation. Never use car just to take you to work or to just move around. Only people who are rich can afford to do that. But if you are poor, what you should be using your car to do is to generate money, is to convert your car to an asset. An asset is anything that you have that you are using, that is also, while you are using it, is also bringing you money. For example, if you have that car and you are using it, for example, for yourself, but you are also using it to do some business and to carry people or to carry load or to rent it out sometimes, that means that your car is an asset. So it is an asset when your car is bringing you more money than you are spending on it. Your house that you are living in now, maybe you have 3 rooms. If you are just the only one living in it and it's not bringing you money, it's a liability. It's not an asset. So what you should do is that you should give out 1 room, for example. Let somebody else be paying for that, so that that room you are giving out will cover all the expenses you are spending on that house. That way, you are turning your house from a liability to an asset. So it is what you don't know. It is not because the economy is bad, or because people are bad, or nobody there to help you. It's just because what you don't know. It is normally what we don't know that is killing us. So what the more poverty mentality versus abundance mentality. In the first point that I gave to you, that real poverty is what we don't know. Is that the people with abundance mindset, they know the loss of abundance, and they know the loss of money, and that's why they are living in abundance. The people with poverty mindset, they don't know the loss, and that's why they are poor. Now, number 2 point that I'm giving to you is that it is what we don't know that is killing you. Look at anywhere, all spheres of life and all areas of life where you are dying, where you are suffering, where something is killing you. It is because you don't know something. There are secrets that you don't know. Like I just used the example of liabilities and assets right now. That in the case of money, if you are having anything that is taking money out of your pocket, but it's not adding money back to your pocket, that's a liability. And it's because you don't know. Most people don't know it. That's why it's killing you. That's why debt is killing you. That's why the things you are using are killing you. But when you know another truth, which the people with abundant mindset know, they know the difference between liabilities and assets. So they convert their whatever they have, they convert it from liability into assets. So when you convert your car into money generating car, that is an asset. When you convert your house into money generating house or apartment, that is an asset. So don't just live in a house that is you are spending money for, and you are spending money to sustain. So that is the difference between abundance mindset and poverty mindset. The poverty mindset, they are dying because of what they don't know. The abundant mindset people, they know something. That's why they are not dying, and they are enjoying in that on the other side. Number three point that I'm giving you today concerning the abundant mindset is abundance mindset versus poverty mindset is when it comes to money, the main problem is ignorance. This is also very similar to what I've been talking about. But ignorance, not just in the fact that you are not educated. You might be educated. You might have gone to school. You might have finished university. You must be a PhD holder. You might be a pastor. You might be knowledgeable in some other spheres of life. But what I'm saying right now is that when it comes to money, you must also take your time to educate your mind financially. Not just you might even study business administration or business this and business that in school, but that doesn't mean that you know the laws of money. You know the laws of money. It is only when you are, if you want to come out of poverty, you must be determined. You must make up your mind that you want to destroy ignorance in that sphere of your life. It is, the Bible says that my people perish for lack of knowledge. It is lack of knowledge that is making us to suffer pain, to suffer loss in our finances. So it says that it is ignorance. So what are you supposed to do to overcome the poverty mindset? Go and get yourself educated in the loss of money, in the areas of money. And that's why I told you that it's not just because this is my book, but I think this is one of the best books you will ever read about overcoming ignorance and about breaking poverty mindset and about money. This is one of the best books in the world about money you will ever read. It's not just about education and money, but about breaking ignorance and bringing knowledge to yourself. It's called Money Won't Make You Rich. It's my book, but it's not just because it's my book. Anybody who has read this book, I've said it is the best book that I've ever read about money. So go get it. It's on Amazon. Okay. So what I'm saying is that someone is writing, in Nigeria we are not allowed to sublet part of an apartment when we rent it. How could we then turn that into being an asset? Well, I am from Nigeria, Osayi, and I know that in Nigeria some people can even leave. I know people who I know a situation whereby that 5 people live in an apartment, or 10 people live in an apartment, 7 people live in an apartment, even 5 people could live in 1-bedroom apartment. So that is subletting, even though it's not officially subletting. You said they don't allow you to sublet. You are talking about official. But if you are bringing relatives and you are bringing people, friends to live with you, that is already subletting. You don't have to make it official. Use your mind and find a way to sublet, and you don't have to call it sublet. Call it anything you want. Call it your friends you are taking with you, but let them pay for where they're living. And find your way to make sure that you resolve. If you are going to just say, okay, they don't allow me to do this, they don't allow me to do this, then you will never really get a lot of things done. There are a lot of things that are not allowed to do. But find your way to resolve the problem. There is no problem with that. That should they allow you to solve, especially in Nigeria where there is no law. If you just bring people in and let them pay you privately, you don't have to go and inform somebody that you are subletting. That is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, ignorance. So ignorance is that you shouldn't just wait and expect finances to come to you from nowhere. Don't just expect money from nowhere. No, that is not smart. You go and look for books that are good about money, that could help you to overcome that problem of ignorance. When it comes to money, it is not anything else that matters. It is what you know. It is knowing the loss of money. That is what makes you to prosper. Now, next point. Most people that you are relating with, most people that don't know loss of money. You have to agree with that, and you have to submit yourself to that conclusion, to that assertion, that most people are ignorant of the loss of money. Because if you don't know that most people are ignorant of the loss of money, then you are going to be hanging out with the wrong people. Most people that you are hanging out with, even your pastors, they don't know loss of money. And if they are the ones you are listening to, you know that you will never be rich. You will never come to abundance, because you are listening to people who don't know themselves. You are listening to people who are using the wrong principles about money. You are listening to people who are following the wrong laws. If people even your own boss, your own director, or your own, the owner of your business, wherever you are working, most of them, 97% or 98% of the whole world don't know anything about the loss of money. So if you find someone who knows the loss of money, you need to give everything in your possession to go and learn from them. The Bible says sell everything to go and buy wisdom. You need to sell anything. You need to, sacrifice anything to hang out around those people, to make sure that they teach you, that you read from them, that you study from them, that you listen to them. So that's what I'm saying. Look for the right people. Look for people who knows the love of money and hang out around them. This is the next point. This is this point, number 4. Number 4, most people don't know the loss of money. Just agree with that. And for that to change, go and hang out around people. Go learn from people who really understand the loss of money. Be friends with them. Go learn from them and leave the company of the ignorant. Leave the company of the ignorant. Number 5. One of the main difference between and what everything I'm saying now, for example, the people with the poverty, with the abundance mindset, they associate with the right people. They hang out with people who know the loss of money, and unlike the people who are poor. Next point, the different poverty mindset versus abundance mindset is that people with poverty mindset, they are always looking to be in their comfort zone. They love comfort zone. Everybody that is poor and people that are average, that are not stupendously rich, they are all looking for ways to live, to live in comfort. When you see, if you find yourself that you like the comfort life, and you want to live in comfort, study yourself, look out after yourself. If you love the comfortable lifestyle, that's why you are poor. You will never be rich. People who are rich, yes, they live in comfort, but it's not because they are after comfort. If they live in comfort, it's not because they are worshiping comfort. They live in comfort, it's not because comfort is their goal. They live in comfort because they have been able to overcome times of discomfort. They have been able to bear with the moments of great discomfort. And comfort is only a reward. I want you to know that comfort is only a reward. Comfort is only what comes later. A reward for all the times of discomfort that you have lived. But for poor people don't know that comfort is a reward. Poor people always look for comfort as if comfort is the goal. They always want to live for comfort without living a life of sacrifice first. But people who actually enjoy comfort only enjoy comfort because they have already lived in a life of discomfort, a life of sacrifice. So that's the difference between mentality of poverty. Poverty mentality and poverty mindset is that I want to enjoy life. I want to enjoy life. Anybody that is living like that I want to enjoy life, they are having poverty mindset, and that is why they will never be rich. But people who are rich, they don't dream of enjoying life. They don't dream of looking for comfort. They are people who are ready to do anything that it takes before they get that comfort. They are ready to go through discomfort. They are ready to sacrifice. They are ready to work hard. They are ready to suffer. Only after they have gone through all that comfort comes to them as a reward. But unfortunately, for most people, we think that comfort is the purpose of life, and that is why we never get rich. Okay, next point. That is what point now did I give you? Point number 6, right? No, point number 7 now. Poverty mindset always depends on salary. Poverty mindset wants predictability. If you are always looking for predictability, stability, you are looking for stability in salary, it means you have poverty mindset. And that poverty mindset, it will not take you anywhere. Poverty mindset is always looking for salary. Poverty mindset is always looking for stability through salary. But people who are having abundance mindset, they don't want to depend on salary. They are always adventurous. They are always looking for ways to make money. They are not looking for the comfort zone of salary. They are not looking for stability in salary. The people who have abundance mindset, they are looking for stability in abundance. They are looking for stability in wealth, and they are ready to go out to any length, and they are ready to even lose their job to go and try new things. So if you are having salary mindset, you're depending on salary, then you are having poverty mentality. You are having poverty mindset. Okay, next point. Number 8 now. Poverty mindset. People who have poverty mindset they are not interested in learning new things. They are not interested in learning new things. They just finish school, and when they finish school, they put their diploma somewhere, or they are only using their diploma to get job. Once they have their job, they don't mind, they don't try to work on themselves or to get involved in self-education, especially in the area of finances. In fact, there are some people who say, I didn't read finances, I didn't read business, I'm a medical doctor, or I'm an engineer, I'm this and that, I didn't read finances, why should I be reading a book about finances? That's not my specialty. It is because of that laziness. It is poverty mindset that doesn't want you to learn new things and to read. But people with abundance mindset, they always look for new things, new knowledge. They are always adding value to themselves, and they are always trying to get themselves educated in new areas, and especially in the area of money. Number 9. Poverty mindset doesn't like to take risk. If you don't like to take risk, it means you are having poverty mindset. It means you are having poverty mindset. If you don't like to take risk, you are having poverty mindset. That's just the way it is. You are having poverty mindset. People that have abundant mindset, they love risk. They like to take risk. They know that yes, they will lose some, but they also know that if they win one time, that one-time victory, that one-time success they have is enough to cover for all their risk and all their losses. But people with poverty mindset, they love comfort and stability so much that they dislike risk. But people with abundance mindset, they like to take risk. Okay. By the way, I want you to know that in the evening, for the evening review, I will be doing the second part of this. I will be continuing to talk about all these 30 points of yesterday. Okay. So I'll be covering ground in the morning and in the evening. So make sure you come back in the evening for the continuation. Okay, number 10, poverty mindset is afraid of making mistakes. Poverty mindset is always afraid of failure. What about if I fail? It's afraid of failure and mistakes. But abundance mindset know that even failure is to their advantage. Even when they fail, they know how to convert failure to success. And they know how to use failure to their own advantage. They know that there is nobody in life that doesn't fail. Don't be so much afraid of failure that you don't do anything. Don't be so much afraid of failure that you sit only in your comfort zone and in your safe haven. No, people who have abundance mindset, they even like to fail because they know that once they fail, they only discover how not to do things and the things that they have done wrong, and they learn from that and begin to do things that are right. Just like Thomas Edison, he said, "I have not failed. I have not failed. I only found out 10,000 ways of how not to do things." It's wrong. So he failed almost 10,000. He said 10,000 times he failed, but he said he didn't fail. He only learned 10,000 ways of how not to do things, how not to do things right. So how not to do things wrong. So, and because for him to come up with the idea of lamp, the bulb lamp that he came up with, it took him 999 experiments. Only in the 1,000 times that he failed 999 times. But he said he discovered 10,000 ways of how not to fail, of how not to do things. So people with abundance mindset, they are not afraid of failure. Why people with poverty mindset are always afraid of failure. Number 11. People with poverty mindset, if you are the type that is afraid of failure, you know that's poverty mindset. Number 11 now? Number 11. Poverty mindset is not patient. Poverty mindset wants to live big now. Poverty mindset wants to live the good life right now. Poverty mindset wants to have results immediately. Poverty mindset wants to have money right now. Poverty mindset wants to have something in hand already, immediately. Poverty mindset is not patient, but it's actually patience that grows money. People with abundance mindset know that for them to really be wealthy, they need to be patient. It is only patience and consistency. Patience and consistency that grows money. Patience and consistency. So, for example, if you are saving money, you are saving, let's say, $100 a month. It is the patience you have to be saving that $100 for the next 10 years that makes you rich. So that is patience. How can you be saving $10 and $100 every month for 100 years? Because it is the time. Because it is time and continuity that increases wealth. Time and continuity. And from your own side, that means patience and consistency. So if you are putting $100 consistently every month for 10 years, then you'll be rich. If you are making it and it's going and growing, and the other time the fact that you are doing it for 10 years, that's patience. And the fact that you are doing it every single month, you are putting it every single month, that is consistency. That is consistency. So there are two things that make the rich rich, and there are two things. I'm not talking about the 419 rich or the what do you call it, the lotto rich, or the people who do, what do you call it? I'm not talking about people who rely on just on luck. I'm talking about the really rich people. If you are really rich, you are patient and you are consistent. So, but poor people, they don't want to be patient, and that's why they lose money. They don't want to be consistent because they do it tomorrow, today, and tomorrow. Lottery. That's what I'm looking for. Lottery, yes. The lottery rich, I'm not talking about the lottery rich people. The lottery rich people are not rich really, but the really rich people, the people who are really wealthy, they are wealthy because they have exercised patience and they have exercised consistency. So, but the poor people, they are going from one place to the other. They are not consistent and they are not patient. Next point. Next point. Point number 12. Poverty mindset people want to please everyone else instead of following their own priorities. When you want to please everybody else, when you want to make everybody happy, you want to make your son happy, your daughter happy, your husband happy, your relatives happy, and you want to do everything they are telling you to do, they're asking you to do, without following your own priority, without making your priority the most important thing in your life, without making sure that, without saying that, no, my priority is the most important thing. There is nothing more important in my life than my priority. If you are not doing that, if you are not putting your priority as the most important thing, nothing is more important than your priority. Nobody is more important than your priority. Some people go to church and they have planned for their money to use it somewhere else or somehow. But when they go to church, the pastor will come out and say, we need money for this, we need money for this. They don't have priority. They don't make their priority to be most higher than any other thing. They will go and give the money they plan for investment or they plan for multiplication or for business. They go and give it to the church or for some building something or for some project, without, that means you are irresponsible. It means you are not serious. You are irresponsible. You can change your mind just anything. Any wind can just blow on you and make you to change your priority and change your mind. People who want to please other people, people who don't make their priorities the top of their list, the top of their agenda. If you have planned for it, then let God give you another money to give. But the one you have already planned for, you don't go and use it and say, oh, because God, pastor said it. Pastor said it or church needs it doesn't mean God said it. For you to do that, you must really make sure it is God that is talking to you. Otherwise, you just lose money. You'll be disgraced at the end of the day. Nobody, you just discover that God is not blessing you. You give that money and you remain in poverty and you lose your opportunity and you will just be hoping that, oh, I hope God will bless you. God will bless. God is just indifferent. God will just leave you alone because you are not serious. You are not serious. You don't respect your priority. People who don't respect their priorities, they don't get rich. If you look at people who are rich, even in churches, it is because they have their priorities and they don't just give all the money to all the altar calls for money that people are calling. No, you don't do that. You have to discipline yourself. You have to be more committed to your priority than you are committed to pleasing, making pastor happy, making church happy, only God must make happy and your priority. Nothing more should be higher than your priority apart from God. So you leave emotions out. And just make sure that you face priority. People with abundance mindset, they know how to face their priorities and they know how to be committed to their priorities rather than to be committed to what people are calling them to do left and right. Because people and emotions, they will always appeal to you left and right. Everybody will be calling you to help, and you want to be good. Since you want to be good, that's why you will never be rich. But you have to be good to your priority first. You have to be good to your purpose first before you will be good to people. Be good to your purpose. Be good to God. And, all others come after that. Number 13. Poverty. Today we are talking about poverty mindset versus abundance mindset. Number 13. Something that wealth depends... the people with poverty mindset think that wealth depends on luck. We think that wealth depends on luck. No, luck is not what creates wealth. Luck doesn't bring wealth. Sometimes circumstances could work for you, but what I've discovered that the only lucky people in life are the people who have already prepared themselves, who are already ready, who already observe the laws. Only after you have observed the laws, you are ready, you are well prepared, then luck works for you. Never depend on luck to build prosperity, to build wealth. So wealth, it doesn't come through luck. It comes through observance of the loss of money. But unfortunately, people who have poverty mentality, what we depend on? We normally depend I was like that when I was growing up in Africa. I was always hoping that maybe one day somebody will come to the village and just give me a huge amount of money. Then I will come out of poverty. And many people are still living like that today. They are expecting some relatives or somebody from somewhere, a good Samaritan, or somebody from the church, or so that will just come up one day and give them big money. Money, wealth doesn't come that way. If you are the type that is expecting that something will just happen somewhere, somebody will just come and give you a contract or give you an opportunity or give you money, forget about it. That will never happen. Begin to walk towards it. Begin to prepare yourself, get yourself educated. You begin to look for opportunities. That is how it will come. Some other people are thinking that their relatives must help them. And we are getting annoyed and angry at our relatives that are not helping us because we are thinking somebody will come and help us. If you are the type that is open like that, that is poverty mentality. It is only poverty mentality that will make you to be open that somebody else will come and help you. Nobody cares for you. Everybody only cares for themselves. Relatives don't care for you. They will just be giving you enough for you to eat and not to die of hunger. But they will not give you enough to live in abundance. If no miracle will come. People are giving testimonies in church. Or somebody just came up and gave me this car. How many do you know that have been giving car free of charge? There will not be more than 10 in all your life. How many people have been given a house? How many people do you know that have received a house by miracle? Wealth don't come by miracle. I'm sorry. Wealth does not come by miracle. Nobody will just do miracle and give you, and give you house or car or $1 million. Miracles like that don't happen. But I know that they could happen, but it's an exception. Don't expect it. Don't wait on it. If you are going to be waiting for those kind of things, you will wait till you die. You will not even you just be disappointed and be broken. People with poverty mindset are the ones who think like that. People with abundance mindset, they don't think like that. Okay. Next point, number 14. Yeah, this is the point I was looking for. Other people people with poverty mindset, they depend on chance. They depend on lottery, and they are waiting for destiny, fate. They think that abundance and wealth comes through destiny, fate. That even in our language, some people even we have a term we use that my head. In that area, they are thinking when they say my head, or they are even praying, my head, don't disappoint me, don't let me down. My head, bring me luck. Or that means my destiny. When they say my head, they mean my destiny. My fate, my destiny. Oh, my destiny. I pray that destiny will favor me. I pray that destiny will give me this. I pray that destiny. Forget about it. Forget about it. That is illusion. That is superstition. No destiny when it comes to finances. Because in our own village, I only knew one rich family, and we thought it was because God selected them. So God selected that family to be rich, and it was destiny. So when I asked my grandmother and people in my own village, why is it that we are poor and they are rich? I said, you cannot change destiny. This is destiny. It is destiny for them. It is their own destiny. It is their destiny. Hey, come on. We are living in an educated age right now. Forget about it. We are not depending, and we are not thinking that it is a destiny that gives wealth. It is not destiny that gives wealth. It is what you know or what you don't know. When it comes to money, it is the knowledge of the lot of money that matters, not destiny. My destiny this, my destiny that, And that's why people are playing lottery. That's why people are looking for chances. That's why people are, looking up to somewhere for but people with abundance mentality, they don't wait for luck, they don't wait for lottery, they don't wait for chance, and they are not praying to their destiny, that their destiny will determine if they will be rich or not, or they will be poor. Next point, number 15. Poverty mindset versus abundance mindset. People with poverty mindset think that it is education that is the key to financial breakthrough. People with poverty mindset think that it's education that is the key to financial breakthrough. Wow, do you really think so? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? If it is education that is the key to abundance, to financial breakthrough, how many educated people do you know? Tell me, how many educated people do you know around you? Are they all millionaires? How many people do you know who are educated, who finish first degree? Some people even finish second degree. Some people even finish PhD. Do you know anybody who has finished higher education? Are they all very rich? If it is education that is the guarantee for abundance or for financial breakthrough, all educated people would have been very rich today. I'm sorry, it's not. It's not. That's just the fact. When it comes to money, education is not the key. It's not the only key. I mean, it might help, but it's not the key to financial abundance. I'm sure you know people who are well educated and they are not close to being rich at all. Okay? Next point. Other people think that, and that is poverty mentality. If you are thinking that it's education that will bring you wealth and money, that is poverty mentality. People with poverty mentality also think that some people think that, but when I was growing up, I was thinking I'm going to read business administration. Why did I want to read business administration or financial management or something like that? I was thinking that if I read something connected to business, that I will be rich. That is another point. This is the next point. We think that financial degree or business degree will make us rich. No, it's not just education generally, and it's not also financial education. Some people I know people who finish faculties of business admin, business administration, financial this, financial that. They are struggling just like everybody else. They are not rich. They don't, because the fact that you finish financial faculty or some business faculty doesn't mean that you know the laws of money. Laws of money are totally different. They are not things that are taught in high school mainly. They are not things that are even taught in universities. So for financial laws must be learned from people who have already made it, not people who have studied something about finances or not. So financial education in sense of classroom also is not a guarantee to poverty. Yeah, education is not to prosperity. Education is not guaranteed. That is another point. And financial degrees are also not a key to financial. They are not guaranteed to financial abundance. Next point. In my own culture, I'm a Yoruba man from Nigeria. In Yoruba culture, and I think in most culture of the world, people will tell you have to be good. You have to be, you have to be good, and if you are good, that God will bless you. That anybody that is good, only good people life rewards. It's wrong. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Being good is not a key to financial abundance. That is also poverty mindset. People who think like that, they just don't know life. They don't know the laws of life. It might sound wicked, it might sound harsh, but good people are sometimes some of the poorest people in the world. So I used to believe that a long time ago, that if you are good, just be good. Somebody will help you. Some money will come your way. Well, it's a waste of time. You need to learn the laws of money. You need to learn that's poverty mindset. Then another point, the next point, number 18, that is similar to this, is that people say, oh, you have to be godly and you have to be devout. You have to be religious. If you are prayerful, you have to be prayerful. That's the key. You have to be prayerful. If you are prayerful, God will have mercy on you one day and you will be rich. I'm not aware that Bill Gates is the biggest prayer warrior in our age. Neither is Warren Buffett, a prayer warrior. And the people, I don't think that the richest people in the world today are the most prayerful people. More prayer and being prayerful and being devout and being pious, that does not affect money at all. It doesn't have anything to do with money at all. So, either you are pious or you are prayerful or you are religious, doesn't have anything to do with money. It is another law that is operative here. That is all poverty mindset. I'm sorry. Number 19. Some people even think that it is hard work that is the key to money. That if you work hard, you come to abundance. Well, a lot of people work hard. That might be one of the keys to financial breakthrough, but it's not the key. When it comes to wealth, working hard alone cannot help you. It is not. I mean, you all know a lot of hard-working people who are not rich. So working hard is not the key to abundance and to prosperity. It's not the key. You have to know laws of money. You have to. That's why I say this book is one of the greatest books that have ever been written in that sense. And if you don't know it, if you don't have this book, you go and get it on Amazon. It's one of the greatest books that have ever been written. But I'm going to write another book from these topics that I'm reading to you as well. So next point, if it is not hard work, you have to know the laws and work by the principles. So today I'm talking about the difference between poverty mindset and abundance mindset. Number 20. Some people think, okay, for me to be rich, I need to go into business. No, it doesn't follow. I'm not in business, and I made my first $1 million in 9 months, and I've never been a businessman. But I've been involved in business, in investment, in different things, but just using the laws of money. But I'm not a businessman, I'm a pastor. So the fact that people are saying they want for you, people are thinking for them to be rich they have to go into business. It's not always follow. A lot of businessmen. How many businessmen that you know that are not millionaires? How many businessmen you know that are not rich? The fact that you are doing business and you are a businessman does not mean that you are rich. So it doesn't always follow. That is also poverty mindset, to think that for you to be rich, you definitely have to go to business. No, you have to follow your passion. You have to follow your calling. Follow your calling. But when you follow your calling and you know the laws of money, it doesn't matter what your calling is, you will still be rich. Number 21. No, I've mentioned this point very many times, and I want to repeat it again. And to this in this series, I will talk one day about the topic. Know one thing: when it comes to money, the only key to financial wealth and abundance is to know the principles and laws of money. This is number 21. Know the principles and the laws of money. The principles and the laws of money. That is the key, the only way to really become wealthy. Next point, number 22. People teach that giving is the key to abundance or to financial breakthrough. It's not true. How many times have you been given? How many people have been given all their lives and they are not wealthy? Giving alone does not bring you wealth. Giving is not the key to financial breakthrough. It is the laws of money that is the key to financial breakthrough. Number 23. It is all poverty mindset that makes you to think that it's giving that brings financial breakthrough. Number 23. For you to have financial abundance, you have to admit that you know nothing. Submission, humility, admission of where you are. You have to admit. You have to give yourselves evaluation, a very critical evaluation. Critical evaluation of your knowledge of money is important. Criticize yourself, evaluate yourself, and submit. Humble yourself and be submitted. Accept the fact that you don't know what you need to know. So self-evaluation and admission of guilt, humility is important. If you are not humble, you will not be hungry. But if you are humble enough, you could be hungry to look for answer. Number 24. People with poverty mindset like to waste money. They buy what they don't need. They spend money they don't have, to impress people that don't even really care. So we waste money. A lot of areas we make money. We waste money. Those are people with with poverty of the mind. And these people are actually, they are fools. When we waste money, we are fools. Only fools waste money. That is number 24. Number 25. Mediocres, the average people, the mediocre, they don't waste money, but they spend money. People, have you heard of that word, that phrase, let's spend money? Money is to be spent. People with poverty mindset think that money is for spending. Money is not for spending. Only mediocre spend money. Don't spend money. You keep money, you invest money, you save money, but money is not for spending. Next point, that's number 26. Point number 26. The wise people know that money is not to be wasted, money is not to be spent, but money must be invested. Wise people know that money, the purpose of money is to multiply it. The purpose of money is to invest it. So don't be the fool, don't be a mediocre, be wise. Number 27. Make sure you go and look for books, tapes, cassettes that talk about financial liberty and financial empowerment. Go and surround yourself with knowledge. Go and look for it. You don't have to just even go out of your house these days. You can order cassettes, you can order teachings, you can order books, and you can stay in your house and, improve your own knowledge about money and about financial laws. What number am I now? Number 28. The process of self-education in finances must be continuous. Don't just read one book one time and say you know everything. Even this my book, you might need to read it 10 times, 100 times before you get everything that is written inside. This book, you might read it even for 10 years, you might still not get what is written. So you must continually upgrade yourself. You must continuously upgrade yourself. Don't just be satisfied on what one little knowledge about money. Continuously and upgrade yourself. Okay, go upgrade yourself. Number 29. I want to try to make it on time to finish. Number 29. Change your environment. Change your environment. Poor people hang out with poor people. Poor people are always in the environment of the poor. But if you want to be rich, you have to be in the environment of the rich. So look for people who maybe are rich, or people who are rich in knowledge, or who are rich in the loss of money. So change your environment. Change your environment. For you to be rich, the people with the poverty mentality, they stay where they are. They stay where they are comfortable. But people with abundance mentality, they look for it. So look for the right environment that will facilitate your wealth. The last point, number 30, people with abundance mentality, they never give up. While people with poverty mentality, they do one thing one time, they get discouraged very fast. They get discouraged quickly and they give up too quickly. But don't be like that. Be the type that always, that never give up. Never give up. That is what abundant people do. But people with poverty mentality, they give up. So those are 30 points that I wanted to share with you about this topic about mentality, poverty mentality. I think we are going to write a book about that, how to overcome poverty mentality and build in yourself abundance mentality. But tonight, I have a topic for tonight already. Tonight, I'm going to be talking on, you remember we spoke about, so today is number 15 that I spoke about, right? Today is number 15. I spoke about number 15 out of the 30 points that I gave you. Tonight, 9 o'clock, 7 o'clock British time, 7 o'clock Nigerian time, and 2 p.m. American time, I'm going to be talking on Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam is number 3 and number 4. Number 3 and number 4. Number 3 and number 4. So I'm going to be talking on number 3 and number 4 tonight. That is Uncle Sam. What is the meaning of Uncle Sam? And what does it mean to work for Uncle Sam? That's what I'm going to be talking about today. All right, tonight, this evening. So I want you to go and share this link. But before you go, I want every one of you to write what you think about this teaching, because if I don't know what you think, then I'm going to give up on it. I'm not going to continue. So please, everybody, write something for me. Write what you think about this teaching this morning. Write to me what you write right now. I want you to write in your comment area right now what you think. What's your opinion about this teaching? Can you write, everybody? Can you write what you think about this teaching right now? Is it worth it? Is it something you would like to continue? Is it helpful? Did it help you? Is there anything you think it has helped you? And also, for you people who don't know, while you are sharing the link, please go and share the link while you are writing your comment. I also want you to know that I've written this book about Nigeria and the leadership problem, and this is the flagship book that I've written on my process of going to Nigeria. I'm going to Nigeria with 2,000 people from all over the world, 200 from here, and 2,000 from all over the world to go and bring about transformation in Africa. So if you have not joined my team, if you have burden for Africa and you would like to really follow me and join my team to go and revive and bring about transformation in Africa, in Nigeria in particular, from next year I'm moving to Africa finally, not just for 5 minutes or for 10, for one month or 2 weeks for holidays. No, I'm talking about people who want to follow me to Africa for 2 years minimum, 2, 5, 10 years, and to help build Africa. If you are interested in that, please write to me. My email is pastor@godembassy.org, pastor@godembassy.org. Or if you really want to go and you are interested in that project, Transformation Nigeria, you can write directly to my organization, that is Nigeria at SundayAdelajaFoundation.com. Nigeria at SundayAdelajaFoundation.com. That is, if you really want to go with me to Africa to help build Africa. I want to take 2,000 people with me. I already have 200 people from Ukraine, and I'm calling people from everywhere. You are from America, from North America, from Australia, from Asia, anywhere, from Europe, to go with me to Africa to let us build Africa. Africa has suffered so much, and I want to go back there to help build that country. So if you want to help me, join my team, write to me. Well, I will see you tonight. We'll be talking on Uncle Sam, like I said. Let me see what you people are writing, by the way. Let me see what you people are writing. Let me see what you people are writing. Let me see. Mot Lole said, a great teaching, very helpful, but please include some scriptures where possible. Oh, if I'm going to include scriptures, read the book. I will include scripture in the book. But right now, I just want to make it practical as much as possible. Charles Smith said, this is gold mine, Pastor Sunday. I will produce the evidence and show you in 2 years. Thank you, Charles. Then Blessing say, is mind opening and very helpful. God bless you, sir. Thank you. Basil say, Uncle Sam, oh, I hope you are innocent. Okay. Florence says, it makes me understand why my husband has been very frugal. Toye says, wonderful teaching. God bless you, Pastor. Shoniran says, thanks, Pastor, for this message. Lenny Benga says, these teachings are eye-opening, very timely, and never too late for anyone to be determined to change. Dora says, wow, mind-blowing. Time for change. Introvert and mingle with the rich. Nkiru said, God has mercy on our heads. Ignorance is sure it is. Pastor Irene said, thank you, Pastor. Great words of wisdom. I'm so grateful that I met you. I'm being challenged as I listen to you. Sarah Irene said, I like it, but how to change in such a way that you experience success in reality and not to try. Okay, Bukola says, thank you, Pastor Sunday. This is very helpful, eye-opening and explosive. Vida says, from London, it's very helpful. Already shared. Okay, please, if you have not shared the link, please go ahead and share it as well, please. Boss says it's mind-blowing. This is a right message coming at the right time. Zormo said, kudos to you, Pastor. You finished it all. Please, I want to have the book, Money Will Make You Rich. You can find it on Amazon. Victor Ogundipe said, you just said it all, Pastor. This is what we need, okay? Faith says, the poverty mindset is something I found very profound. It's surprising to know the wrong thoughts on wealth. I have ordered the book on Amazon. Uko says, Pastor, these teachings are very insightful and educative. May God bless you richly. Please don't stop, okay? Shola Anjorin says, even the points are self-explanatory. I love your spirit about Africa. God bless you. Cecile says, it is so important to me. Sometimes I am confused, but God Almighty is my help. Fola Shade says, I think it is very confusing. Okay, that's why you must come all the time, so that the more I tell you, the more you hear me, the less it will be confusing, okay? Yetunde say, wonderful in-depth knowledge and eye-opener for this generation and the ones to come. Deep revelation. Thank you, sir. Okay. Basil says, best advice is one of the best gifts, greater than any currency. Samuel Shika said, the teaching was insightful and some of the things you taught I have read in your book, Money Will Make You Rich. Harrison said, you are right, sir. Your teachings are just confirming and adding more to the things God has been teaching me personally over the years. Tosin says, sir, I do think people should have a great godly conviction because being godly is a great asset. Yeah, that is, that's another point. We just gave you, I have 30 topics. This is just one topic I dealt with today. Esther says, Pastor, words cannot explain how helpful this topic is and all daily broadcasts. This is bringing a much needed transformation to the whole body of Christ and to people of other faiths and especially Africa. Thank you. Well, there are many comments. I'll not be able to read all of them, but let's go ahead and share this link. Let's go ahead and share the link. I will see you tonight. I'll continue tonight. God bless you. Bye.